everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, March 5th, 2022, a little after 3 p.m. Eastern. Every single thing that you share with others is truly perfect and absolutely divine. You can see their eyes sparkle whenever you tease or laugh, and your kind, loving heart makes everyone feel so good. Life is just better when you're around. Everyone already has their inner spiritual sunglasses strapped on, so we are all super ready for you to ignite your fire and shine even brighter. Go for it. Blind us with your brilliance. We dare you. And yes, you light up everybody in your world. And thank you for shining. There's 11 reasons why, for the most part, why life is awesome. As the Bhagavad Gita, know that the self is the rider, the body the chariot, the intellect the charioteer, and the mind is the reins. The senses say the wise are the horses, and the roads they travel are the mazes of desire. The enlightened call of the self, the enjoyer, when it is united with the body, mind, and senses. Not every day in life, in this life, can be filled with perfect joy, love, and bliss. We are here to experience this life in a multitude of ways. Have you ever gotten up in the morning feeling sad and blue and don't really know why? I think we all have done that. If you find yourself ever not wanting to leap out of bed and pounce on the gorgeous day ahead of you, I've got something you might want to read or listen to. It will help you see that every day is a gift, which we just have to unwrap. The following 11 reasons that I'll share will invite you, entice you, and excite you to open up this amazing gift that you've been given. Just starting your day thinking about one of these reasons why life is awesome will help shift your consciousness in a more enlightening direction. You are a super powerful manifesting magnet. Your body, mind, and all the DNA in it are embedded with the natural born power to imagine, create, and attract anything that you desire. Whatever you repeatedly think about, focus on, and dwell upon with any emotion, you simply attract into your life. Yes, you are that powerful. You are an amazing manifesting machine. You cannot stop manifesting. Even if you tried, your body-mind is a super magnetic manifesting vehicle that is constantly pulling specific experiences, people, and things to you. It's all happening faster than you can think, which is why it can be hard sometimes to see that you are behind the mind, creating it all. You are a truly magical being with tremendous power. You have amazing manifesting powers on this journey, and these are all accessed just by using your creative imagination. Number 2, you are a precious human being who is smart and conscious. You would not be listening to this that I'm sharing with you right now if you weren't a smart and conscious being who cares about yourself. This is beautiful, that you take the time to improve yourself and grow in a new dimension. You care about you. This is an awesome quality to have. You are deep down, you know this is true. Just receive this information and breathe it in right now. The love that you give to yourself is so precious. It is what makes your life worth living. Take this sacred information deep into your heart and soul. The life you have been given is really, truly divine. And 3, you live in a divinely intelligent universe. We all do. All around us is energy that is intelligent. Science has proven it. In every quantum experiment they conduct, the atoms that make up this universe are highly conscious and intelligent wave particles. The best part is that we are intimately connected with it. Everything in this universe is connected to each and every one of us. And it is all so perfect, so divine, and deeply brilliant in the most outrageous ways. It could not have been designed any better and by anyone smarter. It's just not possible. It is a truly fortunate special occurrence that you get to have a body and mind and to be alive in this universe today. The world is a looking glass. It gives back to every man and woman a true reflection of his own thoughts, her own thoughts. Rule your mind or it will rule you, Buddha. 4, you have a mind that can imagine anything. We live in an infinite universe that has no boundaries. There's always another edge to go beyond and explore. There is no end to outer space, which means there is no end to inner space. This means anything is possible on your inner world. There are no real limits, only the ones you believe to be true. You can experience anything you can imagine. You can travel to any destination on your inner world that you can dream of. Before you go to bed tonight, I invite you to explore something amazing. Hold the intention to have a lucid dream. A lucid dream means that you are commanding your subconscious mind to wake up during your dream at night and that you are aware that you're dreaming. From this lucid space, you can do anything. Anything and everything that you can imagine instantly. It gives you the experience of what it is like to manifest anything you want immediately. Remember that. Everything you can imagine is possible to manifest in the physical world. Number 5. Whatever you can dream of contains the mechanics and knowledge to create it in this world. Everything is possible. With enough time, love, desire, and creativity, you can achieve anything you can dream about. You can achieve anything you can dream about. Every thought that you deem as true on the inside soon becomes the truth on the outside. You are perpetually creating an outer reality which you perceive to be real on your inner world. If you come up with a bunch of negative thoughts that say this or that is not possible and truly believe it cannot be done, well, then the universe will support you in forming that negative dimension of reality for you. Whatever you decide is so. Is so. Whatever you decide is so, is so. The universe loves you so much that you get to choose in each moment what you want more of or less of, just by your pure imagination and conviction. Everything in your life is how it is because you decided it is so. Every idea you accept, no matter how conscious or unconscious it is manifesting into what you see, feel, and experience as your reality. Become more innocent, less knowledgeable, and more childlike. Take life as fun because that's precisely what it is also. 6, you have a physical body with amazing senses. Your body is your gateway to the divine. You have 6 senses always guiding you tempting you, pleasing you, giving you a truly sensual experience of life. Your body is the only vehicle you have for accessing an intimate connection with the divine through the physical world. You are always experiencing some sensations through your physical body. If it's feeling numb inside, you have the ability to truly see life, smell life, touch life, taste life, and hear what is happening. You can listen to what's going on inside your mind and noises outside your body. You also have a sixth sense, which is found by being quiet inside, deeply listening to your heart. This is how you hear your soul's higher guidance, which is always showing you the best path to take, which will ultimately raise your vibration and consciousness. 7, you can experience a state of orgasmic bliss anytime you wish. Your body is wild, free, sensually orgasmic vehicle. You can open up 1,000 orgasmic doorways and adventure the tremendous states of cosmic bliss anytime that you wish. You simply start by saying yes to being a truly alive, sexual being every moment of your day. This means you are truly letting life in and allowing it to sensually touch you in the most intimate ways. You open your heart to feel the warm sun on your skin, the rain on your face, and allow any sensual tingles of electricity to shoot up your spine and awaken you to the core. You have instant access any time to explore this highly enjoyable sexual being that you are. This divine energy is always inside you, always ready for you to enjoy it. Dive into your heart center. Sit in the silence. Desire self-realization with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul. Cry out for God, and you will be with the right people. Everything will take care of itself. Robert Adams. And 8, you have the ability to give love, feel love, and be in love. This is perhaps the greatest reason for being alive that I can think of. The experience of love is one of the most amazing, if not the only, reasons for being here. You can give a gentle, healing touch to a friend in need and allow yourself to receive the same loving connection in your heart as well. Of course, many of us have formed walls which protect us from getting hurt, yet learning to trust love means we are choosing to soften and deepen inside ourselves, exploring the fullest expression of what it means to be a fully alive human being. We've been given our walls of protection, fear, abandonment, and defensiveness, so that we can remove them and let in a richer experience of trusting life and letting in love. In each moment, we have the ability to let down our guards and relax. This allows us to explore the most warm, fuzzy, healing sensations that fill our hearts, minds, souls to the brim. 9, you are responsible for creating your entire reality. Nobody has more power than you at creating the future life experience you'll soon be having. The all-intelligent universe would have it no other way. You are in charge of your life, the creative genius behind the show. Whatever you choose to believe is the way things are in your relationship is generally how things will go. The universe wants to empower you so much that it continuously is giving you the responsibility to choose your reality. Whatever you decide, the universe will shapeshift its divine, all-intelligent energy around you to emulate the beliefs that you hold your energy and attention on. Everything in your life is manifested from the choices you make. Everything. in each of our lives is manifested from the choices that we make. Whatever we emotionally believe we are worth is what we will attract tomorrow and start magnetizing today. The sole job of the universe, this universe, is listening diligently to each creative impulse that each of us have. It hears us, it believes in us, and is always magically manifesting our intentions as we create them because we are not separate from it. 10. You get to learn some deep and powerful transformational lessons here on this earth. We all do. We are in a type of advanced life mastery, if you will, school, where our souls were sent here to develop, expand, and grow, in a way. We are here to increase our consciousness as quickly and deeply as we can with the time our bodies have got. Every experience that this universe offers us contains the exact ingredients we need to evolve our souls to the next level. The people in our lives today are the perfect ones that our souls have been waiting for. If we love them, we can let them push us deeper inside into our innermost core so that we discover this amazing divine being that we all are. 11. Your future is truly bright and flawless. The future is like a blank canvas where we get to paint anything we want on it. We can paint misery, joy, or anything in between. It's always our choice. We get to decide in each moment what our future will look like and feel like. We get to choose right now what will manifest for us tomorrow. Whatever we desire to create, if we really want it strong enough, it can and will be ours. The universe will never judge us about what we want to create. In fact, it is the one supporting us and manifesting everything that we do. We cannot make any real mistakes along this journey because we have an infinite number of lifetimes to get it right. Infinite number of lifetimes. We are here to learn how to play, enjoy our lives, relax into our bodies, and create anything and everything our heart dreams of. When our belief is strong enough in what we want, and we truly feel unstoppable, then our dream will find its way into our lives and at the most precious hour. Just keep opening yourself up to your dream in life. You might be amazed at just how powerful you really are and all the many new amazing things you didn't know about yourself and would have never imagined were possible. All that a guru can tell you is, my dear, you are quite mistaken about yourself. You are not the person you take yourself to be. Nisargadatta. The power that each of us are is what guides everything. It's what directs everything. It's what moves everything. It's what creates everything. Everything and everything, nothing and nothing. You begin to understand this as time goes by, that you realize is that why is this civilization and why has it been so manipulated? All of us. Why has that been? Get them to believe in something strongly enough, and they will create it for you. Get them to believe in something strong enough, and they will create it for you. So the former overlords of this planet, for eons, got the people to believe in something strong enough so that they would create it for them. Why do you think there's propaganda? Why do you think there's disinformation? Get the people to believe strongly enough in something, and they will create it for you. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure we all are. And the first thing we care to do, always the first thing, is relax our bodies. Head to toe, inside down. Our bodies are like magnetic sponges. They absorb everything. And the ego mind creates everything. So we store pain, we store sorrow, anguish, stress, disbelief, distrust, all of it. We store it. Not only do we store ours, we store everyone else's. Because you see, we're all one. There's no escaping it. We have over 60,000 plus thoughts, right? Every day. We, each of us, generate that. We send those thoughts out. Now, it doesn't mean that we know every one of them, that we're completely consciously aware of them, but we will not ever stop doing that while we're in these physical forms. Not only that, to show you how resilient these bodies are, we've got tens of millions of thoughts that fly by us like clouds in the sky every split second. And guess what? Over 99% of those aren't ours. Isn't that wild? So someone would say, you mean to tell me that I send out over 60,000 thoughts every 24 hours? Yep. And you're telling me that I'm not consciously aware of most of those thoughts? Yep. And you're also saying that tens of millions of thoughts fly by me like clouds in the sky every split second? Yes. And you're telling me that most of those are not mine? Yes. Wow. And not only that, they trick us through the ego mind. And they're just thoughts, mind you. And they're mostly everybody else's thoughts. Everybody that's ever been on this planet, in it, on it, above it, and below it. So sometimes they're so tricky through the ego mind that we're convinced that that's my thought. So we float off in those thoughts. And a lot of times we don't really feel that comfortable with those thoughts because we know there's something just not right. The peg doesn't fit too well in that hole. This is why it is so imperative for each of us to focus on the breath. Only the breath. It is divine positive energy. We come into these bodies, gods that we are. We power them up. Everything starts coming online. The lungs function and generate oxygen. We bring in the oxygen, the air, and we breath out carbon dioxide. And you understand that the trees on this planet feed us with oxygen, these bodies. We, in turn, feed the trees with carbon dioxide, which we give out. It's amazing, isn't it? How closely related the trees and we are. Now, it's very important that all of us would choose to or choose not to. I choose to, as much as I possibly can. To be kind, generous, humble with myself. To be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude all the time. Not just intermittently, but all the time. So we're in the now. The mind chatter's gone. We all have that mind, that noise, that mind chatter. Not only that, we have stilled the ego mind and the subconscious mind. What does that mean? It means that we aren't participating with them. We're leaving them alone. This is the only way to master them. There's no other way. Many have tried different ways to no avail. The only way to master them is to be in the now, is to always constantly focus on the breath. Then we watch. Don't judge. We watch them. We see, what they generate. We see what thoughts they shoot at us. We see how that all works. And then we're able to recognize them. Period. You'll be able to say to yourself, that's an ego thought. That's an ego thought. I don't care to participate with it. And it passes right by. You could say, that's a greedy thought. I don't care to participate in it, and it'll sail on by. That's a vindictive thought. I don't care to participate in it, and it'll sail on by. The only time that we experience these thoughts, which are just thoughts, is when we grab onto them, we move them, we take our energy and we move those thoughts. We give those thoughts energy by moving them into reality and experiencing them. But what we're doing is you're literally looking at them from a whole different perspective and saying, that's an ego thought. I'm not going to participate in that. That's a greed thought. I'm not going to participate in that. That's an envy thought. See? You see how it works? And the more you do this, the more you will stay in the now. And the more empowering it will begin with you, with all of us, to do so. One may ask, well, how powerful am I truly? That's for you to determine. Because when it all comes out, you have limitless power. Now, when we look in these bodies that we're in, because we know we're not the body. We're not the name, the character, the personality, the belongings, whatever. We're the God within. So when we look in these bodies, the body's relaxed. And you'll know when it's relaxed because you drop into the heart mind and you let go and surrender everything. You just let it go. And be grateful and thankful that you are able to let it go. You see these 7 lights from the tailbone to the top of the head. What are they? Spirit etheric energy. What are we? Spirit etheric energy, made out of love. So we flow through these lights. These lights are called chakras on this planet. Chakra definition is wheel. These are wheels of light. Now, you understand that we flow through these all the time. We are so connected to these bodies, the gods that we are, all the way down to the quantum quark. Humongous, massive. We know the tissue, the blood, everything. So in eventuality, as we continue to journey within ourselves, we will discover that we will be able to heal these bodies, anything and everything about them, in a blink of the eye. Not there yet, but we're moving there step by step. Now, we know that we have 3 paths. And when we look at those paths, you can find yourself standing in the center, which is the now. Or you could find yourself standing on the left, which is the past. Or the one on the right, which is the future. Now, when you stand and look at these paths, you'll notice that the trees have formed a canopy over each path. And these trees are a shimmering gold, golden color, the leaves, the branches, and the path is a brilliantly bright, sparkling emerald green, flaming grass. It appears to be grass. Now, the only difference that you notice about these three paths is the one on the left and one on the right are really used, worn. And the one that you're standing on, the now, looks brand new. You see, the ego mind will do everything it can to keep you either in the past or the future, and everything it can to keep you out of the now. It knows that if it goes into the now with you, it ceases to exist. You can really see how hard it fights to keep you out of the now. And guess what? It's quite successful with a majority on this planet. Now, we all go in the past, we reminisce, we really enjoy different experiences that we've had, and we'll revisit them because they were so fun, so enjoyable. So we have a library, which is our subconscious mind, each of us do, and it's our private library, information center. So we open the door, turn on the light, we grab a few movies off the shelf, some books and pictures, and we sit in the easy chair and we watch the movies, and we just go over such wonderful things that we've experienced. Boy, that'd be great to do that again. I wish that same combination could happen again. And then we'll visit briefly the experiences where we say, well, I will not do that again. But see, what we do is we'll go and we'll put all that stuff back up on the shelf, turn the light off, shut the door, and move forward in life. And on occasion, visit it here and there. Some of us, though, however, stay there so long, and I don't believe they're consciously aware of this, I believe it's unconscious, is that they bring that past into a future that doesn't exist. They create that future from that past, and they relive that past and that future. This is why people will say, no matter what we do, we always end up here. Now, we do the same with the future because we get so antsy and frustrated, so we start wandering off into a future that doesn't exist because we're creating it in the now. We still go there, though. So we take that path. And we keep asking ourselves, I wonder what it would be like if this happened, or I wonder what it would be like if that happened. And, when am I going to get a better job? When am I going to have a better boss? When am I going to have enough money to really enjoy my life and not have to worry about bills and everything else? When am I going to meet my lifelong romantic partner? When am I going to be healthy enough and not be in so much pain all the time so that I can smile and enjoy my life? And isn't it ironic that the God within you is the future? And the power that you have is to literally create your future in the now by being in the moment, in the now. And everything unfolds. Being consciously aware of communicating with the universe. Being consciously aware that each thing that you ask the universe for, each thing, one at a time, specifically, clearly, with deep eternal love from the heart mind, and then let it go. And your vibrational frequency is high, because you've decided to keep it high. Then that flow of abundance coming from the universe, it's always coming, will come right to you. And whatever it is that you asked for will manifest. Now, it may not manifest on your timeline, but it will manifest. The only reason it takes longer, timing, situations, but you will receive it as long as your vibrational frequency is consciously kept high. You will not see anything if you allow yourself to keep dropping into lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. And in the future, we seek external authority, which tells us how things are going to happen for us. Then we get expectations and attachments, overly so, So what happens is that when it doesn't happen, we get disappointed, frustrated, and upset. So, in a nutshell, we suffer. Now, we know that we're the God, and we enter the body. The God is heaven, the body is earth. And then when we walk this planet, we are literally creating paradise. And we are shining our light so bright, the God light, the love light that we are, in 360 degrees, we're saturating, permeating, flooding everything. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Now understand, there's 8 billion of us in physical human form, not including all the trees, bushes, and everything else that the gods are housed in to experience those particular physical forms. Now, if you were to take a starship in outer space, fly far enough away so that the planet looks like a basketball, you would see that it glowed. Not only that, you would notice that all the lights in the universe around this planet would be like a candle lit in a dark room. Dim, dim, dim. This planet is becoming a God planet paradise that glows. Now, we also know that we are all consciously aware. Or you wouldn't be in this meditation if you were not to some extent consciously aware. And that specifically means that we know that we are of and from the highest of the highest high, the deepest of the deepest deepest, and the purest of the purest purest, eternal love. So it's what we're made of. We also know that we are not these bodies, and we know we're not the name, we're not the character, we're not the personality, we're not the things we have. We're the God. And we know there's parts of us that are what? Consciously aware and awake to a certain extent. We also know there's parts of us, the gods that we are, that are asleep. They're with us all the time. We deeply, eternally love them, just like we do the parts of us that are awake. But they don't participate. They will determine the time that they decide to wake. This is part of our journey, part of our experiencing as the one in all existence. Everything and everything, nothing and nothing. Now this is all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lhasa, Nash, Gaia, Saint Germain, Christ, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua. All the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. All the off-worlders, galactics, and celestials. All of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Now, the light energy beings, because of the eyes that we have with these bodies, we only see 1% of what is. There's many different light spectrums. We've heard of some of them, the red, the infrared, the violet, the ultraviolet. But we don't see them. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, and we just don't see them. But there is a group that part of that group, these bodies are deeply connected to. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, the magics, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur. Many, many, many more. Now ask your body, can you survive without air, water, earth, fire, wood, ether? No. We would have to leave these bodies if they didn't have air and oxygen and the rest. So these bodies are really dependent on the elementals. Now, the ascended masters, they have ascended into physical form. They have mastered physical form. They have ascended out of physical form and held pure consciousness, God form. We have ascended into physical form. We are in the process of mastering physical form. We are creating our experiences to perfect our creations. Now, the archangels, cherub and seraphim archetypes, their civilization vibrated at a different frequency than we do. The gods within them are no different than the gods within us because we're all one. Now, we don't see them like we see each other, but we do meet with them. And sometimes we recognize that we've met with them. And what that means is that you could be in a random conversation. I think we've all been there at least once or twice in this life. But yet after the conversation, something from our hearts bubbles up. And we say that, that was just not a random, that was an angel. And then we may say, I wonder what their message was to me. Now, since we're so preoccupied in the physical material world, we miss that. We don't get it. Their message is constant. It has been for eons. And it boils down to being, isn't it absolutely magna glorious that we are alive in these bodies? To eat, to drink, to touch, to feel. Make love, kiss, hold hands, laugh, smile, cry, frown. Breathe in, breathe with the body, your breath. Feel the heartbeat. All the activities in these bodies. When we leave these bodies, as the gods that we are, we decide to leave them. We don't have any of that. We don't eat, we don't drink, we don't sleep, we don't cry, we don't laugh, we don't make love, we don't hold hands. None of that. All of those experiences that we take so much for granted for every split second that we're in these bodies are magnificent. That's why being in deep eternal gratitude, 24/7, always, infinity and beyond, is imperative. Because it keeps us on track in deep appreciation and gratitude for being in these bodies. Now, they can surround any one of us at any one time in the tens of thousands or tens of millions. It's because of their vibrational frequency, they can house a large number in a small area. Now, if you want them to surround you, ask. In a blink of the eye, they'll be there. And you will be in bliss. Now, the off-worlders, celestials, galactics, over 1,000 species travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. Now, we're familiar with a little small group, Pleiadians, Sirians, Arcturians, Andromedans, felines, Zeta Reticuli, Nords, Greys, Anunnaki, Draco, Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, Avian. Now, this particular group has been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. Now, does it matter that parts of us are 1,000 billion light years away? Because we're one. And the only thing that we have is this illusion that constantly tricks us into believing that we're not one, that we're the opposite, that we're separate. that we're alone, that we're powerless. And we're gathered in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to grow, expand, and intensify. We immediately form a flaming white circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. Now, this light emanates from the God that's within us all, the love that God is made of. In fact, this light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1,000 billion suns to come even close to its brilliance. And we're saturating this planet, permeating and flooding it. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe, with this highest of the highest high frequencies of pure, deep, eternal love. There's no escape from it. On, in, above, and below, all the light spectrums, everything. Now we begin to ascend above the planet, and we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter. Not like one you would see on this planet. And how do we describe it? Well, to come close to it, we have this massive grand finale fireworks display. Nothing has ever come close to it on this planet. And then this massive grand finale laser light display. And then this ballroom globe mirrored, reflecting all light, spreading it all around. Now, if we combine all of those, and the ballroom globe is like 1 trillion times larger and 1 trillion times more intense, we will come close with one crescendo, all combined at once. It's about as close as we'll get to describing the ocean of glitter. Now, we begin to ascend above the planet, and we come into full contact with this massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than the solar system and beyond. Now, in the center of this tower is this massive oblong sphere. In the center of the sphere is a golden white ball of light. And surrounding the golden white ball of light are numerous rings of multicolored light that seem to go to infinity and beyond. They've created this massive, super bright white electrified cloud. And we can see it sparkling and flashing. And it enters through our heart minds, and it feels like a warm embrace that never ends. Now, we discovered that the golden white ball of light is the highest of the highest high, the deepest of the deepest deepest, and the purest of the purest purest eternal love. Then following well-being, gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. Tremendous prosperity, tremendous abundance. And we discover that all of this is a reflection of the gods that we are inside these bodies. Now, the top of this crystal light tower, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, 24/7, infinity and beyond, as it's doing right now. What is the golden ocean? It is deep, pure, eternal love, the highest of the highest high vibrational frequency. And guess what? Flooding this planet. We're all swimming in it. It's flooding this planet with this pure, deep, eternal love. Head to toe, inside and out, 24/7, fitting beyond all life, the highest supreme value, and the universes. We're drops of that golden ocean. We also hold the essence of that golden ocean. Golden ocean is the drops of the golden ocean. The only illusion is separation. Now, we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light. This is a column of light that we created to remind us all, the gods that we are in these bodies, that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that we created to remind us all, the gods that we are within these bodies, of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that we created to remind us all that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with the white fire armor. Nothing like the armor on this planet, way beyond that. Now, this white fire armor emanates from the deep, eternal, pure, loving gods that we are within these bodies. This is the highest of the highest vibrational frequencies. The highest. Now, any of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies, demon cannot come near us. They know so because they'll vaporize if they do. They cannot sustain their low frequency in our high frequency field. So they leave us alone. So you're no demon possession, no attachments, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies ever. But only you have the power. That if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, through hatred, anger, fear, greed, dishonesty, manipulation, envy, revenge, hurry, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now the possibility of demon possession, attachments, lower dark matter, survival matter frequency happenings are possible. If you do decide to do this, you are immediately met with a double column of light. We created this first part of the column, the purple transmuting flame. We did this to remind us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these dark, lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are no more. The other half of this column of light is the violet ray. We created this part of the column of light to remind us all that we can bring in the violet ray. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies once were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, purest of the purest, purest, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that we created to remind us all that the gods that we are within these bodies are the sun, are the sunlight, are the rain, the rainbows, are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the sunsets, the sunrises, the mountains, the trees, the forests, the soil, the animals, the skies, the clouds. We are everything. Everything is us. But we've been taught to believe in the illusion of separation. And that's the illusion. So the next time that you see a sunset, sunrise, starry lit night sky, mountain view, ocean front, is you. We've been taught to say that that's not part of me, that's outside of me. So isn't that beautiful? But through the heart mind, You feel the vibrational frequency that when you do look at this and you say, that is the God that I am, it's a whole different experience through the heart mind, not the ego mind, not the head. Now understand, we were taught that the tree is life. Wrong. The gods that we are the life. We enter physical form to experience that physical form, and we give it life. We sustain it so it can sustain us. Now, we always travel through these perfectly etched mirrors, and we enter them and discover that all of us, all physical forms housing gods, are teaching and learning from one another. Teaching and learning, learning and teaching. But since most of us get so wrapped up in the material physical world, with worry, stress, fear, we miss it. We miss it every day. And most of us throughout the entire life missed most of it. A dog, a cat, a moose, a cow, a horse, a rabbit, a rock, water, fire, ether, wood, earth, air. Everything's teaching us. If only we were to view from the heart mind. Now, some of us, as we continue to ascend, step outside our physical form, hover effortlessly above them, if we're carrying physical form. The reason we do this is because it's fun, and we can. Now, we see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. All of us created this sphere over 4 years ago. It houses over 1,800 of our meditations in perpetual motion. These meditations don't fade, don't dissipate. They grow, they expand, they intensify. Can you imagine that? For over 4 years, hundreds of millions of us, on and off world, consciously aware to a certain extent, flooding this planet with the highest of the highest high intense, the pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. The transformation of this planet is well underway. The lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies are vaporizing, and you're watching it happen, and you are part of it. You're part of the absolute transition of this planet, the metamorphosis, the transformation, the transcendence, all of it. And you're witnessing it. You're witnessing it. You're witnessing it. You can tap into these anytime you wish. All of these meditations. How do you do that? This is a playful witnessing. A playful witnessing consciousness only happens when the mind is not there, when there is no mind. However, the mind is your way to such a degree that you may need a technique to help you open fully to the here and now. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Be still. For 7 to 10 minutes today, sit and relax as you gently focus on a candle flame about 6 to 12 inches from your nose. Notice how the mind tends to wander. Relax into the flame. Become the light and the fire. Let your mind and energy move into it. When you feel warmth begin to grow inside you, close your eyes, bring the flame into your heart, see it radiating light to everyone and everything in your life. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning, and we will return here Sunday, March 6, 2022, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.